Hello, guys. This is the Perpetuating Party of Patriots, and today I don't think we've done this in a bit, but I'm gonna do a tier list video, and this is kind of one that I kind of found recently and decided, you know what, maybe I should do a video on this. It is the nostalgic cartoons tier list. Uh, well, to read the description, a bunch of cartoons you might have grown up with. More cartoons may be added over time. Some cartoons are currently running, but aired a long time ago. Anime is not included, so no anime is going to be on here. But yeah, I scrolled through the tier list, and surprisingly, a lot of the shows that were on this tier list I have watched a lot of or have seen growing up, I guess you could say. Uh, there were a bunch of shows, not gonna lie, that I haven't seen or I vaguely remember, but I decided to get all that out of the way before I decided to record this because I don't want half the video just me saying, "Oh, haven't seen, vaguely remember, haven't seen." Yeah, I'm not gonna do that, but yeah, you'd probably see by the tiers. This is pretty much solely just judging the shows based on how much I like them. This isn't an objective. These are the best shows on the tier list, but yeah, these are just mainly based on if I like them. And I'm not gonna lie, towards the higher parts of the tier, that is also shows that I really do think are good. So there's that too, and there is a difference between liking something and thinking something's good. That's kind of the route that I'm going for with this tier list. But yeah, this tier list will also probably give you a taste of kind of my tastes in shows. So there's that. But yeah, again, I did delete the tier that had all the shows that I vaguely remember. So yeah, okay. To start this off, we have The Simpsons and who don't know where to put this. I'm not gonna lie, I do agree with a lot of people that the earlier seasons were pretty enjoyable. I'd probably say the main sentiment of the great seasons were probably from. I'm just gonna take a guess and say about like 4 to 6 probably. That's where a lot of the really good ones are. But I'm not a fan of modern Simpsons, so I'm probably just gonna have to put this in the relatively enjoyed category. But yeah, I do like the older episodes though; those are good. Okay, Teen Titans. If I made this list a couple months ago, this would probably be in meh. Well, it'd probably be in there, but now with my updated views, I'd have to say I gave it a like because yeah, I do like Teen Titans, but yeah, okay, Invader Zim. Yeah, this is one of my personal favorite shows or cartoons of all time. Probably my favorite, honestly, but yeah, I really love the show. It sucks that it only had like less than 30 episodes because this was a very enjoyable show, but I think again quality is more important than quantity. But yeah, I really like Invader Zim. Okay, the Cleveland show, I'm very meh on that one. Well, I'm kind of meh on Seth MacFarlane's works nowadays. I used to really like them, but yeah, it kind of grew off me. But yeah, Cat Dog, I'm gonna have to say relatively enjoy. Like basically, the relatively enjoy tier is not really shows that I would go out of my way to watch a whole lot, but I do enjoy them. But yeah, okay, Family Guy, I'm gonna have to put this in the med tier as well. You know my stance on that hasn't really changed much. South Park, I'm kind of mixed on whether I should put this in love or personal favorites, but I really liked the seasons 3 to 14 era of South Park, so I have to put that in personal favorites. Yeah, still really liked South Park, but yeah, okay, Kim Possible. Okay, to be fair, it's been a bit since I've seen it, but I do remember it, and oh, but that's only move Magic School Bus, but Kim Possible, I think I'd probably have to say kind of border in relatively enjoy and like because yeah, again, I do like the show. It's just again, one go out of my way to watch a whole lot. Okay, Cow and Chicken. From what I remember of it, I didn't like it. So yeah, there's that. Magic School Bus again, wouldn't go out of my way to watch a whole lot, but I do kind of like it. So relatively enjoy. Okay, Beavis and Butthead. Okay, They kind of, well, ignore that notification, but Bob's Burgers Fan Zone recently uploaded a one or the other video with the shows Beavis and Butthead and King of the Hill, both of my judge's most famous shows, if I'm not mistaken, or at least most famous cartoons. And I don't know why, but so many people chose just solely King of the Hill, and it was like massively on that end. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really see why, or I don't understand why, because I mean, I did see the ratio. Like in my opinion, I feel like I would have agreed with it more if it were mixed, where some people would say Beavis and Butthead and others would say King of the Hill. But yeah, basically to sum it up, I really like Beavis and Butthead. I think it's a really good show. Well, I know some people might say it looks dumb on the surface, but it kind of nailed. Well, I said this in a comment on that video that I was talking about, but I said it hit the mark between being dumb and smart at the same time. But yeah, I also just thought Beavis and Butthead was a more enjoyable show, honestly. But yeah, okay, Berenstain Bears. Again, this is kind of where I kind of remember it, but I guess I'd have to say, okay, bottom of maybe relatively enjoy it. I don't know where the fuck to put that. Okay, Caillou, yep, garbage. Not even to go into more detail, just garbage. Courage the Cowardly Dog. It's been a little bit since I've seen the show. Not gonna lie, but I'm not gonna lie, I do like the show. So yeah, that's a like. Dexter's Lab. I'm just gonna be completely honest. I've always been pretty meh on the show. I've personally always been more of a Jimmy Neutron fan. To be honest, I know that's gonna be a hot take, but yeah, it's not a bad show necessarily. But I don't know. I just never really liked it a whole lot. Dora, garbage. Scooby Doo. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say meh. Not the hugest fan of that one either. Peppa Pig, garbage. Don't really think that needs an explanation as well. Okay, Powerpuff Girls, the original, the OG one. I really like this one. Mostly the older episodes. Mainly thought the older episodes were really good, but towards the later half of the show, it has some enjoyable stuff. But yeah, Rocket Power. I'd have to say, I guess relatively enjoy with this one as well. Again, it is good, but I'm just gonna be. I don't know what to say. Okay, Futurama. I think this is a really good one. Personally, it has been a bit. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, Futurama was a really good show in my opinion. But yeah, the Marvelous Smith's Adventures of Flapjack, or just Flapjack for short. Meh. I'm just gonna say it. Meh. Uh, yeah, I don't have anything to say there. Rocko's Modern Life. I do like this one as well. I thought it was a really good '90s net show, and one of the I'd say one of the better ones or the best ones from the early time period. But yeah, SpongeBob. Okay, this one's gonna be hard. I really liked seasons 1 through 4. I also liked season 5, but season 6 through 8, yeah, there's a lot of shit in that era. But I do think season 9 did boost the show up better, and I liked season 9. I know some people surprisingly don't like it, but again, that's their opinion. But for seasons 1 through 4 and season 9 and 5, I guess you could say, yeah, even with the shit, I still really liked SpongeBob. But yeah, I think personal favorites is a good area for it. Hey Arnold, really liked the show as well. This I'd probably have to say this is in probably the top 3 Nickelodeon shows from the '90s. I thought it was really fucking good. So yeah, I'd have to say it's a worthy contender for love. Avatar, yeah, I really liked this show as well. Really enjoyable. Kind of bordering between personal favorites and love, but for now I'll just put it at love. But yeah, Jimmy Neutron. Yeah, you guys know what I think of Jimmy Neutron. I love Jimmy Neutron. It's one of my personal favorite shows. Uh, I even though it does suck that this show got canceled pretty early too, at least it got canceled before it could become dog shit. So or before it could have the opportunity to become that. But I would have liked to see a season 4 at least. But unfortunately, the company that made it went bankrupt, or yeah, I think it was the company that made it. But yeah, DuckTales. Surprisingly, I actually remember this, and I really like DuckTales. Not gonna lie, it's a really good Disney show. I think it's very solid. But yeah, okay. What's the next one? Oh, yay, Nickelodeon. Now I had to specify Nickelodeon because I know there's some people in my audience that will point out, oh, but Doug had both was both on Nickelodeon and Disney, but of course I have to specify it's Nickelodeon. I don't think it's garbage necessarily, but yeah, I still dislike it. Ed and Eddie, very very good show. My opinion, is it the best I mean, the best Cartoon Network show? No, but I think it's really good. I love it. But yeah, I almost called it a Nickelodeon show. That's fucking stupid. But Tom and Jerry, I'm glad to say relatively enjoy. I really liked Tom and Jerry when I was younger, but I don't know. I guess it's just not something I'd completely go out of my way to watch all the time necessarily. But yeah, Fairly Odd Parents. I'm gonna have to give this the similar treatment to SpongeBob. I love 1 through 5. Although surprisingly, I'd have to say the seasons that I find garbage and the ones that I had liked in the later half are kind of reversed. Like with SpongeBob season 6 through 8, I said there were a lot of bad ones, but 9 picked it up. Well, seasons 6 through 8 were actually pretty decent, but seasons 9 and 10 were trash. So yeah, Fairly Odd Parents is insanely close to being in the personal favorites category, but that later half really dragged it down from me liking it that much. So yeah, I think Love is a decent category for it because of that. Johnny Bravo. I don't know why, but there's some Cartoon Network shows I was kind of just on the fence on for some reason. But yeah, meh. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. I do like this one. I do have the first 3 seasons on DVD, and yeah, I like this show. I don't know if I could really say I love it, but I like it. Ben 10 Ultimate Alien. Okay, I'd like to ask where are the original and Alien Force? Because personally, I find those to be better than Ultimate Alien. But yeah, if we're solely judging based off of the Ultimate Alien era Ben 10, I do like it. But yeah, personally, I like the original show and Alien Force more. So there's that. But yeah, okay, the Boondocks, aka a certain someone's favorite show. I'm gonna be honest, the show's a man, in my opinion. I've honestly nowadays I just do not care for the Boondocks. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's really not my type of show to be honest. But if you like it, then that's your opinion. But yeah, I don't really like it. Okay, Total Drama. I liked the first season of Total Drama, so I think based on that, it gets to relatively enjoy. But I think as the show went on, I just continuously lost interest in it. So yeah, Camp Lazlo. From what I remember of the show, it was I liked it. Not gonna lie. Do I love it? No, but it's a good little show from what I remember of it. American Dad. I know I said that I just really meh on Seth MacFarlane's works, but I'm not gonna lie. I do kind of still like American Dad. Again, I don't go back to it a whole lot, but it's one of the better works that he has nowadays, in my opinion. But yeah, okay. With Tina the Hillhead, earlier I referenced that one or the other video, but now you'll get to know what my opinion on the show is. I relatively enjoy it. Again, I do like the show, and it has spawned some pretty funny things and some good memes, but I just don't see why so many people think it's better than Beavis and Butthead. I'm just being honest there. But if you do think it is better, then again, that's your opinion. Peanuts, I like Peanuts, not gonna lie. So I don't think I can really explain why, but it's enjoyable. I like it. Looney Tunes, I'd have to say it's the same thing. Well, okay, now I'm just stuttering trying to think of what to say, but yeah, okay, the last couple. Codename Kids Door, I really liked Codename Kinsman's Door. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was a very entertaining show for what it was. But I'm still putting it at the bottom of the love category, but it's kind of bordering between that and like. So yeah, Arthur. Not the hugest fan of PBS Kids, but I think the earlier seasons of Arthur were pretty solid, and I do think they are pretty enjoyable. So yeah, I think it's deserving of a like, in my opinion. But yeah, later Arthur isn't very good though. The Ren and Stimpy show, probably one of the best '90s Nickelodeon shows, in my opinion. I really like this, and as you saw in my last video, I recently got the complete series set for it, or the 3 sets for it. So yeah, yeah, I really like Ren and Stimpy. Rugrats, I think this deserves a man. It's not a bad show necessarily, but yeah, I just really don't know what to say about it. Okay, now to end this up with the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. I really liked it when I was younger, but I don't know, it just hasn't really aged that well. I'll give it a relatively enjoy, but yeah, I'd even argue that I think Sonic also had the better shows for the most part, in my opinion. But yeah, that was my nostalgic cartoons tier list. Again, this tier list doesn't include all the shows that were on the format. Because again, there were a lot that I just vaguely remember or don't remember or haven't even watched to begin with. So I'll leave a link to this tier list in the description, so that way you guys can make your own tier list based on these shows. And yeah, I'm pretty sure mine's a lot different than other people's, but yeah. Anyways, see you guys in the next video.